atmosphere here in Texarkana today with a lot on the line. It's playoff baseball in Texas, brought to you by Texarkana Game Day and Tiger Vision. We're down to the regional finals, and whoever takes this series is headed to the state tournament in Austin, where 4 teams will face off for the Texas State Baseball Championship. We're here on the beautiful campus of Texas High today, but there are no Tigers involved. Today, the Leopards of Liberty Ilo and the crosstown rivals, the Hawks from Pleasant Grove, will face off, and I think it's going to be a good one. I'm Brian Bolton. I'm joined by Frank Sides and the man himself, Mr. Morgan Smith. Guys, the atmosphere here is amazing.
It is, and how are we supposed to follow that? You professional. This man
Yeah.
here.
But yeah, man, I got here about 4:15, and the parking lot was already full. I've never seen anything like this at a high school baseball game.
I talked to 2 fans. They got here at 10:30 this morning to make sure they were the first ones in the gate, and then a tailgate party just broke out, and they've been here since noon.
Absolutely. And
That's
so
amazing.
if you're not able to come out and you're watching us via Facebook or YouTube, we appreciate you for tuning in. Make sure you go and comment in the comment section on Facebook and let us know where you're watching from. We love to see where everyone's tuning in from. And if you are just for a
Let us know what's up.
and like we said, the atmosphere here, I'm not sure how many thousands of people are here, but we are out of the hundreds, I believe.
Well, they said they were
Yeah.
expecting between 2,000 and 3,000 today. But man, Brian, you coached for a long time. Have you ever been a part of something like this?
I have not. The only thing I've seen like this is state championship baseball, and so I think we're getting ready to go to the starting lineups for each team. So we're going to break for a second and go to the crowd mic and get the introductions of both teams.
The DH will be number 10, Trevor Phelps. In the dugout, number 1, Reed Bingham. Number 5, Nathan Hutchinson. Number 9, Carson Rose. Number 11, Hayden Parker. Number 14, Cole Bland. Number 16, 17, Hudson Frisbee. Number 18, Blake Bennett. Number 24, Steve Martin. And Brett Hutchins. And coaching for Liberty Ilo are Zach Fowler, Rick Fletcher. And the help will start American National.
we're back and we're ready for some baseball action here on the campus of Texas High School. Tonight's game is going to be brought to you by Texarkana Game Day. The Pleasant Grove Hawks come in today led by their head coach Riley Fincher. They beat 4 teams so far to get here. In Bi-State, they beat Glendale. In the area game, they finished off Canton. In the regional quarters, they took on Spring Hill and defeated them to move on to the regional finals, where they took care of Melissa, and now they are here in the regional finals against the Crosstown Liberty Ilo Leopards. They're led tonight by Zach Fowler, assistant coaches Ricky Russian and Cody Ingstrom. They beat Kilgore in the bi-district game and then faced Kaufman in the area playoff games. Then in the regional quarters, Bullard, they took care of them pretty easily. And then the regional semis to get here, they beat Godley.
Did you know all 4 playoff series have gone 3 games so far? So this Liberty Ilo bunch is, they are a scrappy bunch. We know that. We've covered them a few times this year. And while we're on the topic, big young Gage Bellatti's on the mound tonight.
Absolutely.
Who would have guessed?
That's right.
Coach Fowler said he didn't know what he was going to do,
I think he
but
may have
everybody
been-
else did know.
He may have been playing coy with us.
That's right. Been teams so far this year, and both very impressive from the beginning. And so, not real sure which one is going to come out victorious tonight, but if we can get 3 games here in Texarkana,
Oh, boy.
it's going to be
Man,
well
I'm
worth it.
telling you, I'm sure y'all can see it on camera, but they're probably 10 deep around first base line, third base line. There's great atmosphere.
Absolutely, and so up to start off the game is going to be number 6, Alex Galvan. He'll start in center field today for the Hawks. And again, Gage Bellotti on the mound. The first pitch from Bellotti is going to be low for ball number 1. And so with that pitch, we're underway here at Texas High with some regional finals between Liberty Ilo and Pleasant Grove. Pleasant Grove will be the visiting team tonight. This next one on the inside corner for strike number 1.
Good fastball. Good fastball from Bellotti there. We've seen him lean on that pitch quite a bit this year.
So Gage Bellotti, the ace for the Leopards on the mound. His third pitch going to be fouled over the backstop. He'll get ahead in the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Those things get a little bit more dangerous when there's 2,000 people here, Brian.
Yeah, we're just hoping one doesn't come our way. So 2 strikes to the leadoff man, Galvin. Gage Bellotti delivers to the plate. Here's one that's going to be down the third base line to Goodman. He scoops it up and across the diamond, and that's the first out of the ball game. Parker Goodman, the third baseman for LE, took that one off the second hop and threw it across to Bryce Blackwell at first base for out number 1.
That's right. Nice friendly hop. Nice easy play to start the game. It's a good start for Gage. Just let, have him put the ball in play. Let your defense do its work.
That's going to bring up number 20, Brenton Clark, the starting pitcher for the Hawks tonight. First pitch to him is high and called strike number 1. Nice strike zone tonight.
The term high is relative there. It was a strike.
Well, it was high in the strike zone. I didn't mean it was too high and out
There
of
we
the
go.
strike zone. It was just a high strike.
Good looking fastball, just misses away.
So the count moves even to 1-1. If you're watching at home, we appreciate you tuning in on Texarkana Game Day. Make sure you comment. Let us know where you're watching from in the comments section. If we see it quick enough, we'll try to get it on the air. We'd love to see where everyone's tuning in from. And so the next pitch fouled to the backstop. It'll bring the count 1 ball and 2 strikes to Brenton Clark. Here's a breaking ball that never quite broke from Bellotti. It just hung on him there for ball number 2.
That's right. I was expecting to see that Uncle Charlie there. He didn't get on top of that one. Missed high. And we'll do it again at 2-2.
We've got a 4-man officiating crew tonight, all wearing the powder blue. This one going to be high for ball number 3. Going to move the count to full. The Leopards wearing the all white tonight, trimmed in maroon. And the Hawks wearing their black jerseys, trimmed in gold with their white pants. This one going to be in the zone and fouled out of play. Clark will stay alive with a full count.
Seen put a good swing on a fastball yet. I think that's the pitch I'd go with here at 3-2.
We had Brenton
Again.
Clark on with us last week over at Walk-Ons, and a really good kid. Here's the payoff pitch. It's going to be right back up the middle, and there's the first base hit of the ball game. It ricochets off of second base, and Brenton Clark with a full count is going to drive one up the middle for the Hawks. And so with one out, the Hawks have a runner on first, and that's going to bring up number 12, the shortstop, J.M. Long.
And I don't think it'll take long for Brenton Clark's on the move. That's a hallmark. Both of these teams, they're aggressive on the bases, and they like to run.
First pitch to Long, going to hang high for ball number 1. Galati will throw over to first. Clark slides back in safely, no tag.
Don't think that was the good move. That's just to keep him honest move.
Next pitch to J.M. Long will be high. It'll bring the count 2 balls and no strikes with 1 out here in the top of the first.
That's right. 2-0 is not a place you want to be to a hitter like J.M. Long.
We are playing here at Texas High. If you're just tuning in, Pleasant Grove is the visiting team tonight. Liberty Ilo
Well hit
is
ball,
the home team.
and they're able to turn 2.
And that one right to Nate Moore. He scoops it
Fantastic
up,
play.
steps on second, and throws it across. That'll be he'll take it himself, 6-3 double play. And so we're going to take a
Investing build up our ultra-fast internet in communities across the country. With more enhancements on the horizon, we're stronger than ever, ready to work with you to equip you for whatever comes next. Customers to your work over our expanded and enhanced fiber network. Kinetic Business by Windstream, built to meet the demands of business. Find great deals for your business at kineticbusiness.com.
Yeah, it sounds crazy, but you can get paid to swipe your debit card. Visit one of Texana Bank's locations for more details. Come see what the Texana experience is all about. Texana Bank, here today, here tomorrow.
Welcome back to Texarkana Game Day Baseball. We're live here at Texas High as the visiting Pleasant Grove Hawks take on the home team tonight, the Liberty Ilo Leopards. I'm Brian Bolton, joined by Frank Sides, and we have had 1/2 of an inning, Frank, and it is a crazy atmosphere.
And I've got to go back to that J.M. Long double play there. That's just bad luck. He got a 2-0 pitch, waited on it, smashed it up the middle, and just hit it to the wrong kid. You know?
Absolutely, and Nate Moore did a great job coming across, scooping that one up, stepping on second and across to first for the double play. And you can hear the crowd here. There's a couple thousand people. There is people stacked in here as far as we can see down each foul line to the poles. And it's standing room only, and they're about 10 rows deep. So Colby Brooks is going to be up first for the Leopards. Brenton Clark on the mound for the Hawks. The first pitch foul down the third baseline. That'll go on the books as strike number 1.
And Colby's your catcher tonight for the Leopards, and we haven't been able to be there in-house for the last few series, but he's been on a bit of a home run binge since we've been away.
Second pitch, a breaking ball in the dirt for ball number 1. Going to even the count up 1 ball and 1 strike.
That's right, and from the videos I've seen, they've all been pulled, so I'm expecting him to be early and see if he can't get them on the board right here.
Next pitch going to be low for ball number A lot on the line here for both teams. This is a 3-game series. But there is a huge crowd, and Texarkana is fired up.
Can you imagine Friday night coming back to this place? Tied at 1.
We're going to have to get here a little earlier. So 2-2 pitch. Cason Head blocks that one.
They may be selling these tickets on StubHub.
I know that's right. I tried to get tickets to go watch my Razorbacks play in Fayetteville this weekend, and man, they had one section left open. Couldn't even get season ticket holders. Could only get reserved 2 tickets.
That's
This
hit
one's going
hard.
to be driven
Hit really
out
well.
into left field. It's
Off
over.
the wall.
Kohler's head.
Oh, he
Brooks
slips and stumbles around first base, and he's only able to run into a single.
Drives one all the way to the wall. Hayden Kohler could not get back. It bounced off the Raising Cane sign. They got a little extra sauce with that one.
Yes, he did. And he was early, and he hit that thing hard.
And so Colby Brooks drives one out over the left fielder's head, and he stumbled across first base, kind of got caught up on this nice grass here. What a beautiful field. The Texas High coaching staff's done such a great job keeping this field up for this series.
I was tempted to go run those bases earlier.
So Nate Moore's at the plate now, who just turned a great double play. He's wearing number 5. Coach Fincher's going to call time. He's going to come out and talk with his pitcher early. Looks like number 4. Let's see. Number 4, let's see. Number 4 is Xander Hall. I believe that's Xander Hall on first base that come in to run for Colby Brooks. We'll make sure we get a number and let you know exactly who that is whenever we can see him turn around. Coach Fincher comes back off the field, and quickly we're going to be back underway. That is number 4, Xander Hall, who comes in to run for Colby Brooks. So Hall is at first base. 2 pitches to Nate Moore, both of them for balls. So 2 balls and no strikes to the second hitter of the game for LE. This one going to be a little outside for ball number 3.
Our ump's got a tight zone tonight, it looks like. Oh, he bat flips a walk. That's the kind of atmosphere we've got out here tonight.
He draws the walk, and, man, I don't know, but these kids have got to be
geared up. Right?
Absolutely. I don't even know what the word is, but, I mean, we are just sitting here calling the game. But if you saw how many people were here, hopefully maybe we can get a camera shot during a break or something.
I tell you, if they had a game like this every night, I could save a bunch of money on Red Bull. You know what?
Absolutely.
I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight.
So Xander Hall will go to second base on the walk. Nate Moore to first. No outs here in the bottom of the first. That's going to bring up number 3, Braylon Blair, the center fielder. He squares the bunt and pulls it back.
Got a throw behind
That was
attempt there
called
at second.
strike number 1. Cason Head trying to get Hall out there at second base. Didn't get him, and so no harm, no foul. Second pitch to Blair. He pops it up.
What a play!
And a
What a
diving
play!
catch by Tucker Anderson. Everyone's going to go. Came sprinting down the line. He had his momentum coming toward the plate.
That was awesome.
And
What
the
a play.
pop-up over in foul territory, and he makes a diving catch. A great play by Tucker Anderson.
All righty, that's going to bring up Big Gage Bellotti. The last time we saw him taking it bat in person.
And this one's down the first base line, going to be picked up by Anderson. He'll touch first, but that will advance the runners to second and third. Hall will be safely in over at third base, and Nate Moore to second. But that is 2 outs.
That's right. I'll finish my thought there. Last time we saw Gage at the plate, he hit the only home run we saw at Liberty Ilo all year.
So number 21, Bryce Blackwell, the first baseman for the Leopards, will step up to the plate. So first one outside for ball number 1 to Bryce Blackwell. Second pitch to him. It's going to be driven out to center field. Galvin goes back, and he makes the catch. So there were no runs, 1 hit, and 2 men left on base for the Leopards in the bottom of the first. We're scoreless after 1 inning. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be back with more Texarkana Game Day Baseball.
Right now at all Greg Orr Auto Collection locations in Texarkana. Shop from your phone, online, or in person and make no payments up to 120 days with record low interest rates, drastic price reductions, and huge incentives on our vast and pristine selection. Plus, for sales or service, we will even pick up and deliver your vehicle to you. For all the money-saving details, please visit GregOrAuto.com. That's GregOrAuto.com.
Welcome back to Texas High. This is Texarkana Game Day Baseball, and we're bringing you the regional final. For us there.
That's right. We want to thank everybody for tuning in, and especially local legend Will Middlebrooks is with us. Liberty ILO alum, big draft pick with the Boston Red Sox, won a World Series, and played for our Texas Rangers for a season. So we appreciate you tuning in.
That's awesome.
I was over at LE last night, and he had sent in some audio for them to play, and he's like, man, my high school state championship ring is right beside my World Series ring, and may mean more to him than his World Series ring.
That is awesome.
That's a great quote.
Number 13, Alex Murphy, up to bat now for the Hawks. Third pitch to him is going to be a little high. He's in the hole right now. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Waiting on deck is number 23, Tucker Anderson, and Traveler Couch, the DH, is in the hole. Fourth pitch here, a breaking ball. Going to be off the end of the bat. It's rolling back toward the foul line, but it does stay foul. Gage Bellotti hurries over there. He thought it was going to roll back into play, but it did not. So the count will stay 1 ball and 2 strikes.
I believe Tampa Bay's playing tonight. Otherwise, we can see if we can't get Michael Walker on the page. Let's go to quarter the market of ex-MLB players from Texarkana watching.
So 1 ball and 2 strikes to Alex Murphy. Second inning. Here's a pitch right down the middle. It's driven out into right field, but right to the glove of number 18, Ron Garner. That'll be out number 1 here of the second inning. That's going to bring up big number 23, Tucker Anderson, who plays first base for the Hawks.
I've got to be honest. I've seen Tucker Anderson hit the hardest baseball I've seen hit all season. You look at the kid. Look at him.
He's a big kid.
A monster. And athletic.
I
don't think I could make that play.
We've got his mother sitting close to us as well, so she told me she was going to tell some stories.
Okay. Tell him we've got a headset. We can run over there. Embarrass this young man here. The biggest moment of his life.
First pitch to Anderson is going to be fouled down the first baseline.
I believe he was on with you at walk-ons last week as well, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Good kid.
Anderson plays first base, and where's number 23 for the Hawks? The second pitch to him, a breaking ball. He drives it out into the gap. Blair gives chase, and he will make the catch out in center field. Number 3, Braylon Blair for the Leopards runs it down right out in front of the Texana bank side.
That was a curveball that Gage hung a little bit. A little bit lucky there that Tucker wasn't early. Either way, 2 down.
Two big Texana Bank signs here. Wonder who.
I assume Texana Bank.
You don't think Billy Lavender had anything to do with it, do you?
Oh, yeah, you're probably right.
Come on, Frank. We're
I
at
didn't know.
Texas High.
I mean, I'm not sure where everyone around here works. I get the joke now.
I mean, he's Mr. Texas High. He is the
I
Tiger
saw, he's
King.
actually here. I saw him earlier.
Yeah, everybody's here.
He scared my baby.
Saw all the Texas High football staff and everyone here. And so, but tonight it's all about baseball.
That's right. Travis
Second
Couch.
pitch going to be lifted out to left field, right on the foul line. Zach Brush comes over and makes the top half of the second inning. 3 up and 3 down for the Hawks. And so no hits, no men left on, and no runs scored. We're still scoreless as we head to the bottom of the second inning. Game day.
Beautiful, isn't it? Beautiful, handcrafted stone is our passion, and we ensure our customers receive the quality they deserve. We stand by our word, we stand by our products, services, and work that we do. Our team of experienced craftsmen and product experts have been perfecting the craft of fabricating and installing stone since 1998. Visit the Design Center at Red River Lumber to see the many beautiful stone options available for your next project.
How do you measure success? In points? In wins? Or trophies? At Shelter Insurance, we measure success in the quality of our products and services, in our community support, in being there when you need us most. We're your shield, we're your shelter.
For auto, home, life, or business insurance, see Shelter Agent Brian Bolt in Texarkana.
Back to Texas High where the PG Hawks and the Liberty ILO Leopards are facing off in the regional final series. There's going to be one out to center field, and that's going to be Alex Galvin that comes up with the pitch was up. We apologize. Coming back so quickly on you there. We are at Texas High. And Liberty ILO is the home team tonight with the visiting Pleasant Grove Hawks.
Yeah, in case you're tuning in and the colors confuse you, we aren't in Austin just yet.
So that's going to bring up number 20, Zach Brush. He's playing out in left field, and he's got a couple of nice catches under his belt so far. Number 20, Brenton Clark, still on the mound for the Hawks. Second pitch to Brush is in there for strike number 1. Going to even up the count, 1 ball and 1 strike. This one going to be lifted up on the infield. Tucker Anderson comes over in foul territory. That's his second one in foul territory tonight. And that'll be 2 outs.
Yeah, after that first play he made, I didn't even finish watching the play there. I went ahead and wrote down that he popped out foul. To bring up the designated hitter tonight, big lefty, wearing number 15, Xander Worthy.
So 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. First pitch to Worthy. Nice breaking ball, swung on and missed for strike number 1.
You know, Brian, I stopped myself there. I almost made a horrible dad joke, and I realized we have a ton of people watching this week. So
Another breaking ball in there for strike number 2. What pitch will he come back with here?
I don't know. Is he worthy of seeing a fastball?
I think he's going to throw him another breaking ball. He does throw him a fastball, but it's in the dirt for ball number 1. Xander Worthy, the designated hitter, so he can hit, or he wouldn't be in that situation. Right. He's in the hole, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's a fastball, and it's over to second baseman Josh Brown. He comes over in the gap, scoops it up, and tosses it to first for out number 3. And so 3 up and 3 down for the Leopards here. They're going to trot out on the field, and we're going to head to the bottom half, to the top half of the 3rd inning. as the Hawks come to bat. We'll be right back after these short messages from some of our sponsors.
We are excited to announce here at Texarkana Emergency Center and Hospital that we have expanded our capabilities to better serve our community. As a hospital, we have the capability for inpatient services. After your outstanding emergency care, we can smoothly transition you into one of our new inpatient rooms that have telemetry monitors in every room to continue your concierge medicine care. While our patients continue receiving their care in their inpatient suites, we also make sure that your loved ones are taken care of with our outstanding facilities. Our added services include a procedure room and also the capability of MRIs. With our imaging, we are able to offer outpatient, inpatient, and emergency room, MRI, CT, ultrasound, and X-ray. We are honored by your support and look forward to serving all your future medical needs.
Right fielder, number 28, Brock Bearden.
So welcome back here to Texas High. We've got more Texas playoff baseball. We're here at the regional final series as Liberty Ilo takes on the Pleasant Grove Hawks. That's going to bring up number 28, Brock Bearden, here in the top half of the third inning. Still on the mound, Leopards. We appreciate everyone tuning in here on Texarkana Game Day. Second pitch going to be driven down the third base line, but foul.
And Brock's playing right field tonight, and I got to say, Mr. Bolt, it's got to be a luxury having a hitter like this hitting in the 7-hole.
That's right.
One of the reasons why you're playing for the opportunity to head to the state tournament.
Absolutely, and so the winner of this series will go to the state tournament, the Final Four in Austin. And so a lot of fans here cheering state championship.
1-1. Runs the count to 1-2.
Here's a breaking ball, hit back to Gage Bellotti off of his glove.
That's a nice play.
He scoops it up and calmly throws it over to
Another good at bat. He stayed on that breaking ball and hit it hard right up the middle. Nice play by Gage there.
It's going to bring up number 2, the catcher, Kason Head, for his first appearance at the plate tonight. That one in there for strike number 1. Gage Bellotti looking impressive on the mound as he does, or has, the whole season. Here's another fastball, this one low for ball number 1. 1 ball and 1 strike to Kason Head. The 1-1 pitch going to be low and outside for ball number 2. I want to make sure we give a shout out to Tiger Vision as well. They partner with Game Day throughout most of the seasons. They do a great job with all of their students that put on everything. That one going to be fouled on the first baseline for strike number 2. Will even up the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. So the 2-2 count. Kason Head, this one going to be right back up the middle. Hunter Burks will scoop it up and over to first. A nice stretch by Bryce Blackwood. That'll be out number 2.
And Brian, I know I mentioned before the game, and we talk about it often when we're covering these two teams, but the thing that I love the most about them is that they're scrappy, they give you good at-bats, they put the ball in play, and we are almost 2.5 innings in, and we haven't had a single strikeout yet. So it looks like we're in for a lot of action tonight. If this
The
continues.
guys are up and ready to hit.
That's right.
First pitch to number 4, Hayden Kohler. He is the left fielder tonight for the Hawks. It's going to be inside for ball number 1. This one going to be fouled to the backstop. We're leaving up the count, 1 ball and 1. Facebook, whether you're over at Walk-Ons or you're watching from home. We appreciate everyone from tuning in. Make sure you comment and let us know. This one's going to be down the line, and it's going to be fair. He's going to stretch this one into second base. The throw not going to be in time until a two-out hit for number 4, Hayden Poland.
Going to turn the lineup over. Our leadoff man, Alex Galvin's coming back up with a chance to drive in the game's first run.
A nice hit just inside first base.
Again, just sitting on that breaking ball and smashing it.
So while we've got a little break in action here, we want to remind you to go over to the App Store and download the Texarkana Game Day app. It's a new app. You can get updates and keep up on all of your local sports through the app. Each team has a little tab you can click on and keep up with the news and athletic events and scores throughout all of the Texarkana area. First pitch to Galvin going to be high for ball number 1.
Yeah, and if you're traveling and there's a big sporting event happening like this one here, and you can't tune in, you're going to get push alerts.
Yep.
Let you know when the first score happens, who wins, all that good stuff. So.
I got my alert earlier about the game today. Hold off, and that was a good idea because it'll be high for ball number 2.
Based on your preparation here, that's the first time you heard about it, right?
Yeah,
the
absolutely.
Game? 2 hours before first pitch?
Yeah.
Where's your snack bag?
I'm trying to slow down on the snack bag.
Fair enough. 2-0 pitch to Alex Galvin here with a runner in scoring position. Still a little tie ball game. He checks in, and he didn't go.
I checked with the third base umpire, and it looked like a really good call to me. So he did not swing. And so quickly, the leadoff man, Alex Galvin, has 3 balls and no strikes.
What are the
number
odds?
4, Hayden
What are the odds
Poland.
he's got the green light here?
This one's going to be high for ball number 4, and so a 2-out walk. On second, and number 20, the pitcher tonight for the Pleasant Grove Hawks, will step to the plate.
That's right, and if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, share this feed. Let's get as many folks out here watching this game as we can. And if you've got time, head on down here. They're still letting folks in. Not a whole lot of room, but the atmosphere is crazy, Brian.
Absolutely. So we've got some people tuning in all over the place. Some people in Fayetteville tuning in. Some people in Magnolia, around Texarkana. Let's see, Alabama. We've got people tuning in all over the place. Henderson, Texas. So people tuning in all over. Yeah, make sure you share this all over your feed and comment where you're watching from. We'd love to hear from you. And if we can get to it, we'll make sure that we give you a shout out on the air. We appreciate everyone for tuning in.
As Brenton Clark asked for time, and he's granted that. We'll set up and we'll try it again. Again, runners on first and second. 2 outs here in the top of the third. We're still scoreless.
First pitch from Bellotti, going to be driven out
And
into
it's
right
hit well.
field.
It's moving away from the left fielder.
Zach Brush.
Oh,
will
he's
not
unable to
get
make the
there.
catch.
That's going to bring in 1. Another one's coming around. The throw is not going to be in time. And the Pleasant Grove Hawks take a 2-0 lead.
What? And a bat. 2-out double right down the left field line. And we
over the glove, Zach Brush, and that'll be a stand-up double for number 20, Brenton Clark, the pitcher tonight for the Hawks. That will bring in both runners and clear the bases. And so the Hawks score first.
That's right. That's going to bring up the big left-handed hitting shortstop, J.M. Long. Hit a ball incredibly hard his first time up, just right at the shortstop that he was able to turn into 2.
This one going to be fouled off the front foot.
Or this run swing there, did it? Little short porch in right field. So for first pitch to Long is fouled there at the plate. So bring up 0-1. And Bellotti sets. And
This one going to be
fastball.
fouled.
Whoa, off the
the
light pole and
lights.
back into play.
Give a shout out to Danny Brush watching from San Antonio, Texas. Also, we've got Albert Galvan watching from Lubbock, Texas. Also some folks down in DeKalb. We appreciate you tuning in here on Texarkana Game Day.
All right. After 2 fouls, it's going to bring up an 0-2 count to J.M. Long.
Here's the 0-2 pitch to him. It's going to be high and outside for 2 outs. Here in the top of the third, where the Hawks have scored 2 so far and have another man in scoring position out on second base. Here's a pitch in the dirt, going to even up the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes to J.M. Long. Gage Bellotti on the mound for the Leopards. Coach Fowler telling him to calm himself down. Still a lot of game left to be played. And we've seen the Leopards score just as quickly as the Hawks have tonight. And so I think we're still in for a big game. This one's going to be popped up in shallow right field. Ron Garza comes in, but Hunter Burks calls him off. And so 2 hits, 1 runner left on, and 2 runs scored. The Hawks take a 2-0 lead here with more base.
A strong work ethic takes pride in a job well done. This is the kind of person you need. Express Employment Professionals can help because we understand what it takes to hire good people. It takes real people, real interviews. We find good people, matching the right skills for the right jobs. Express knows jobs. Get to know Express. Go to expresspros.com to find a location near you.
The pure power of Kinetic Business by Windstream has been unleashed. We're investing billions to build up our ultra-fast internet in communities across the country. With more enhancements on the horizon, we're stronger than ever, ready to work with you to equip you for whatever comes next. It's your time to connect to customers, to your work, over our expanded and enhanced fiber network. Kinetic Business by Windstream, built to meet the demands of business. Find great deals for your business at kineticbusiness.com.
Welcome back here on the third, where number 18, Ron Garza, steps up to the plate for the Leopards. Number 20, Brenton Clark, still on the mound for the Hawks. First pitch will be driven out over the fence down the first base line for strike number 1. We want to know if you're watching over at Walk-Ons as well. Hop on your phone if you're watching at Walk-Ons and comment on our Facebook feed so we can see how many people we've got over at Walk-Ons. Let us know how the atmosphere is. We appreciate everyone tuning in, no matter where you are or which way you're tuning in. We appreciate you tuning in here on Texarkana Game Day in partners with Tiger Vision today here at Texas High.
It's going to bring up an 0-2 pitch to Garza.
Here's the pitch. It's going to be high for ball number 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes to the 9-hole hitter, Ron Garza. This next breaking ball in the dirt for ball number 2. Going to even up the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
This is a big inning for Liberty Allo. Big at bat if Ron Garza can get on here and turn this lineup over. Let the big boys come up, see if they can't get back in this ball game early.
This one going to be lifted over the second baseman's head. He does retreat, and Josh Brown will make the catch out in shallow right field for out number 1.
Back to the top of the order, the catcher, Colby Brooks.
It's going to bring up Colby Brooks, big right-handed catcher. He led us off in the bottom of the first with a hammered, what probably should have been a double to left field. He slipped, headed around first base, and was stranded there.
So the first pitch to Brooks. Going to be outside for ball number 1. Hey, if you're watching and you don't have anything to do, we're just in the bottom of the 3rd inning. We're at least going to go 7 here. And so if you want to come out to the ballpark, it's standing room only, but come on out. This one driven down right over Alex Murphy's head at third base. And Brooks is going to stop at first base this time. He doesn't trip over it, but he's going to stop on his own.
I mentioned
so
before
the
his
second
first
hit
at-bat
of the game for Colby Brooks. He is 2 for 2.
Yeah, before his first at bat, I mentioned that he's been on a home run binge, and they've all been pulled. And this first 2 at bats, he's absolutely hammered a ball to left field.
Xander Hall will come in to run for Brooks again.
Colby's on one right now.
Yeah, he's having a good night. So that's going to bring up number 5, Nate Moore, one of my favorite players in town. This one going to be in the dirt. The runner at first will not advance on the ball in the dirt. He may have gotten thrown out at second base. He smartly stayed over there, but Coach Fowler doesn't agree. Nate Moore, the shortstop, plate. 1 ball and no strikes to him with 1 out here in the bottom of the 3rd. This fastball going to be high. Balls and no strikes. So we'll call time and go visit his pitcher for the 2nd time tonight. There is someone coming in from the bullpen, at least in foul territory. Not sure he's going to bring him in or not. So we appreciate you for tuning in here on Texarkana Game Day in partnership with Tiger Vision here at Texas High tonight. If you can hear the crowd behind us, we've got a good one. We've got a couple thousand people here in attendance and another couple thousand watching through Facebook, YouTube, and over at Walk-Ons. Not sure where all it's being.
Yeah, we had a chance to talk to Coach yesterday, and he told us that he's got 10 or 11 guys he's very comfortable with on the mound at any moment in this series. So it wouldn't surprise me to see him with an early hook, just simply because there's a ton of arms to throw at him.
So the next pitch going to be in the dirt. That'll be 3-0 to the 2-hole hitter, Nate Moore. This one right down the middle for strike number 1. Got our very own Jay Davis, who has joined us here at the table tonight. The man, the myth, the legend.
He managed to weasel his way into the best seat in the house, didn't he?
This one going to be lifted out to center field.
It's hit pretty well.
Alex Galvin gets over in the gap and makes the catch. And number 4, Xander Hall will scurry back to first base. That's going to be 2 outs here in the bottom of the 3rd.
It looks like we've got some wind helping us here, Mr. Bolt. That ball carried a little bit further than I thought it was going to. Flags are blowing out. It's going to bring up Braylon Blair, right-handed hitting center fielder for the Leopards.
Well, this is the 2nd time that Blair's been at the plate tonight. He hits in the 3-hole. This breaking ball, a little outside for ball number 1.
And Braylon attempted the bunt in the first inning that popped up. Tucker Anderson made the play on there.
Ooh, that is
sitting
right
into the concession stand.
That's right. And Will Middlebrook says that he is watching from Boynton Beach, Florida tonight.
Dunking on all of us.
So he is in Florida watching. We appreciate him for tuning in.
He could have kept that
LA
to himself.
Leopards. Yeah, yeah.
Shout out to Landon Jackson, Pleasant Grove's very own. He's tuning in.
So a 1-1 count to Braylon Blair, runner on first and 2 outs.
Gage Bellotti looming on deck. This is a pretty big pitch here.
So Case and Head will call time. He's going to go visit with his pitcher. If you did not get the opportunity to come out to the game today, we do encourage you to come out tomorrow. Same time, same place. Your first pitch will be at 7. Gates will open at 5. If you don't plan to park at Julie's Deli, you probably better get here before 6 o'clock, because I had a good little walking in.
That's right. Either that or start your walk from home now.
That's right. So 2-1 to Braylon Blair.
You know, Brian, every game we do, you mention how beautiful the day is. And
Yep.
you're always right, and today is the most beautiful, and you have yet to mention it.
There's just too much
This is
going
a perfect
on.
day for
There's too
playoff
much going
baseball.
on. It's 74 degrees. Just make the flags move.
Some umpires at the top of their game, all of it.
Everything looks good. Everything looks good. So the 2-1 pitch to Blair. This one going to be low for ball number 3. Coach Fowler will come out and make a change now. Coach Fowler's going to come out and make a pitching change, and so we're going to move some people around the infield. And while we're at this pitching change, we're going to take a short break. We're here, and it is electric at Tiger Stadium, or Tiger Field. We appreciate you for tuning in here on Texarkana Game Day. We'll be back shortly with more baseball action.
Yeah, it sounds crazy, but you can get paid to swipe your debit card. Visit one of Texana Bank's locations for more details. Come see what the Texana experience is all about. Texana Bank, here today, here tomorrow.
Welcome back here on Texarkana Game Day. We're here at Tiger Field for the regional finals between the visiting Pleasant Grove Hawks and the crosstown rival, the home team tonight, the Liberty Ilo Leopards. I'm Brian Bolton, joined by Frank Sides. So we are back to action. Blake Jennings is going to come in. His first pitch is going to be popped up out into center field, and Alex Galvin will make easy work of that. And so one pitch from Jennings, and they're out of the inning. And so one hit, no run score, and one. So we're going to stay.
Be a good time to talk about our app and a couple sponsors that we hadn't had a chance to shout out tonight.
Absolutely. So go ahead, Frank. Jump on that app.
Yeah, first and foremost, State Bank. They've been with us since day one. We appreciate the support that they give us. And if you have any banking needs, give Jay Davis a call. Don't specifically ask for Jay Davis. As a matter of fact, just walk into his office. I can point you in the right direction. Texarkana Emergency Center. They've been with us since day one. I hope you're not in urgent need of medical attention, but if you are, head that direction. If not, when the day comes, that needs to be the place you go.
Absolutely. And so it's like Chad Turner tuning in from Rio Grande City, Texas. So we appreciate people tuning in all over the place. And so did you mention the app?
I did not. I'll let you handle that. You're better at that.
Okay, well, go over to the App Store and download the new Texarkana Game Day app. Man, there is a lot of stuff going on that app. You can get notifications from scores and different things going on around the area.
That's
and
right.
So I got an update today that this game was going to happen, and so Morgan Smith's done a great job with that app and with Texarkana Game Day as a whole. And people just love the local athletes being put in the spotlight around Texarkana. Such a good thing that Morgan the idea that he has come up with. And
big point. You should absolutely have led with that.
Absolutely. So we've got the LE band here tonight. We don't have a band for PG, but we have got plenty of fans on each side wearing black and gold and maroon and white, and it is an electric atmosphere here. And so we're only halfway through the ball game. We're entering the top half of the first inning, and so if you're close, get on out here to the ballpark. Gage Bellotti still on the mound for the Leopards.
His first pitch to Alex Murphy, taken low for a ball. Alex is playing third base tonight for the Hawks. He lined out to the right fielder in his first at bat in the second inning. So Bellotti set for the 1-0. And that is hit. And they're not going to get to that one. It's going to one. He's going to make the turn at first, and he's going to be standing at second base with the double. And look at that emotion. He is fired up. That ball was hit hard.
The PG dugout and fans coming absolutely unglued. They're standing on the walls in the dugout, and all of the fans are on their feet with a leadoff double by number 13, Alex Murphy.
So good call on that ball. That man's take over play-by-play and let you do the color.
Absolutely.
No. Please no. My attention's banned. Oh, that's right. Have you hit your quota yet for the word absolutely tonight? He's just short of the over-under, Morgan said.
Absolutely. That's going to bring up number 23, Tucker Anderson, with a runner standing on second base.
Tucker got into one earlier and flew out to the center fielder. You know what? I'm not going to do it. I was going to put him. I'll save that for when I'm a little bit more confident.
So a leadoff double by Alex Murphy puts him on second base. First baseman Tucker Anderson steps into the plate. The first pitch to him going to be driven over the second baseman's head. He's being waved home. There's going to be a play at the plate.
No, they're gonna put
and he's going to stop him. He was waving him at first. And then coach saw that throw coming in. So back-to-back hits from the Hawks. And Coach Fowler out settling his players down. He knows there's a lot of ball left to go. And so with no outs, a runner stands on second and third. And number 10, Traveler Couch, the designated hitter, up to bat. Coach Fowler will call time. He's going to come out and talk to Gage Bellotti on the mound. The batter and the two runners will come over and talk to Coach Fincher. We're going to have a short break here, and so I want to make sure we do give a shout out to all of our sponsors for everything that they do for us, making this possible to bring you local athletics. Not going to use this as a selling point, but if you're out there, I know we have a large audience listening tonight, but if you're a local business owner, this kind of stuff doesn't just happen. We have to have sponsors to make all this happen. So if you're a local business owner, make sure you contact Texarkana Game Day and get with Morgan Smith about seeing how much that you can contribute to helping bring Texarkana Game Day to all of the local high schools. No matter how big or small your contribution can be, there's a place for you.
And I've got to mention, if you're on the Arkansas side in need of any insurance,
we're not going to mention
the
that
shelter,
right now.
yeah.
I appreciate the shout out, but we're worried about baseball right now.
That's right.
And so the fans are getting rowdy here, at least on the Pleasant Grove side, as they have a runner standing on second and third with no out. We've seen him hit a wall this year.
Yeah, he flew out to left his first time up, so he's going to be waiting on something and see if he can't take it the other way. And
this one's going to be out. It's going to be the runner from third will tag. There will be a play at home. The throw will
what a throw!
Not
one hop.
And the runners will advance. Number 13, Alex Murphy, slides in safely. The throw almost right on the mark from Braylon Blair, but just not in time. And that'll be another run on the scoreboard for the Hawks. They lead 3-0 here in the top of the fourth. There is one out that was just made by Blair out in center field, and Tucker Anderson
That's a nice
tags
aggressive
up and
bat,
gets over to third base.
Traveler there. He just sat back was able to wait on the first pitch curveball and did exactly what he needed to do to get a run home there.
So number Brock Bearden will step into the plate now. First pitch from Bellotti. He tries.
The squeeze was on, and he's picked off a third. He got him. We got an out. He called him out.
And so he squares the bunt. He misses the bunt. It will be counted as a strike. And the runner from third, Tucker Anderson, was up the line just a little bit. And the throw from Colby Brooks.
I don't know if that was a full-on squeeze, but it looked a lot like it.
The swipe tag catches him just on the edge of the jersey, and he's caught out at third base. And so just like that, there's 2 outs and 1 strike. This one driven deep. It's going back all the way to the wall.
It is gone.
It's out of here. So he was picked off at third base, but that didn't make any difference to number 28, Brock Bearden. He's coming around, and he's going to score the 4th run for PG. And to say that the top just came off of this place is an understatement.
They did.
Brock Bearden takes one over the Raising Cane sign. I think he got some extra sauce. It was to the Red River Federal Credit Union sign and into the bullpen.
I feel like I get a little too excited when balls are hit that well. I need to tone it down just a hair, but this is a big moment, man. This is a big atmosphere. So,
well, let's see what the crowd says. Tune in on. Make sure you comment. Let us know how Frank did on that home run call. Does he need to settle down, or does he need to get pumped up a little more? We'll take a toll here. So catcher number 2, Kason Head, up to bat now. He's seen 2 pitches, both of them inside for balls. So 2 balls and no strikes to Kason Head. This one going to be dribbled down the third base line. Rounds, and he's and so a dribbler between the pitcher and the third baseman, Parker Goodman, tried to come up and make a great play on it and throw across his body while he was in motion. It was a little off the mark over to first base, and Kason Head will turn the corner at first and head into second safely. And so PG in the last 2 innings has got some stuff going for him. 2 runs in the third, 2 runs so far here in the fourth. Both have come with 2 outs here in the top of the fourth. That's going to bring up number 4, Hayden Kohler, for the Hawks. First pitch, a breaking ball down the third base line. He'll scoop it up and across the diamond, and he'll be out at first base. And so 3 hits, 2 runs scored, and 1 man left on for PG. They're trying to run away with it, but LE's coming. We'll be back. Game Day Baseball right after this.
We are excited to announce here at Texarkana Emergency Center and Hospital that we have expanded our capabilities to better serve our community. As a hospital, we have the capability for inpatient services. After your outstanding emergency care, we can smoothly transition you into one of our new inpatient rooms that have telemetry monitors in every room to continue your concierge medicine care. While our patients continue receiving their care in their inpatient suites, we also make sure that your loved ones are taken care of with our outstanding facilities. Our added services include a procedure room and also the capability of MRIs. Imaging for outpatient, inpatient, and emergency room, MRI, CT, ultrasound, and X-ray. We are honored by your support and look forward to serving all your future medical needs.
Welcome back to Texarkana Game Day Baseball. We are live here in Texarkana, Texas, and we've got the regional finals for 4A baseball. Both teams locally here, the LE Leopards and the Pleasant Grove Hawks, face off in the first game of a 3-game series.
You know,
We're left to call it here on Texarkana Game Day.
That's right, and this feels like a big inning here, momentum-wise, Brian. I'd like to see Liberty Ilo get something going here. And not necessarily shift the momentum, but let's keep this from getting out of hand tonight.
So Gage Bellotti comes to the plate. Blake Jennings, this is just his second pitch. And it's in there for a strike. Both pitches that Jennings has thrown so far have been right down the middle for strikes. Blake Jennings on the mound, and Brenton Clark moves over to second base for the Hawks. Second pitch, another fastball low and inside for ball number. Gonna even up the 1 ball and 1 strike to Gage Bellotti. The 1-1 pitch. Jennings slips on the mound. It's a ball. Lost his footing a little bit there. It looks like he kind of stepped on the side of his foot. Slides down a little bit. 2 balls and 1 strike.
You know, Brian, I like to make one call a game, and I think this is it. I'm putting in the call for a Gage Bellotti home run this at bat. It just has that feeling to it.
This one right on the inside corner, knee high, called for strike number 2. That's going to even up the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
For the listeners and watchers, I have not been right once, so
Blake Jennings
take that to the bank.
Filling it on the mound. Here's one on the outside corner. Gage Bellotti just fights it off to stay alive. So 2-2 to Gage Bellotti here in the bottom of the 4th inning. This one,
that is hit well.
It wasn't a home run. It's a base stretching into 2, and I don't think he's going to. He puts on the brakes and comes back to first base, but it is a leadoff hit for the LE Leopards. Pitcher Gage Bellotti drives one out into center field for his first hit of the game. He's going to come out, and number 10, Dylan Garton will come in to run for Bellotti over at first base. So Garton in over at first. Number 21, Bryce Blackwell, the first baseman for the
to end the first inning. Big lefty swinger wearing number 21. Playing first base.
Here's a breaking ball high for ball number 1. I want to give a shout out to Deborah Berry for watching tonight. That is my aunt who lives in Louisville, Arkansas, and she's tuning in to watch some baseball tonight. This one going to be driven out into left field. It's over Kohler's head. There's going to be a play at third. Nope, the ball goes to second.
Nice play there to back him up by Tucker Anderson.
And so
Liberty Ilo's got something cooking. Here we go.
Bryce Blackwell drives one to the wall out in left field. And number 10, Dylan Garton, trots into third base. And so LE's got a runner on second and third with no outs.
Like I said, this felt like a really big half inning for Liberty Ilo here. Momentum-wise, if they can scratch a run or 2 home here, get back in this game.
Second baseman Hunter Burks, they call him Hank.
Hank.
He is in to the box.
Is he the guy that would always have the...
I don't know
if you had to
guess.
guess.
He did or not. Possibly. We enjoyed talking with him the other night at walk-ons.
Good kid.
So they call him Hank. I can't remember exactly why they call him Hank, but nonetheless, we enjoyed having him on our Wednesday show. And so the first pitch to him from Jennings is going to be a breaking ball inside for ball number 1. And so now you can hear the Liberty Ilo Leopard section, which is big, just as Pleasant Grove section. They're some runners in scoring position. Hank takes the second one for ball number 2.
You know, I might have been a little bit tempted to lean into that first pitch curveball there.
Yeah, he leaned back just a little bit. He thought it was going to hit him. And it curved right on close to the plate, but just a little bit inside for ball number 1. And then the second one didn't catch the plate either. So 2-0. That one in there for strike number 1. Going to bring the count to 2 balls and 1 strike.
Man, that's a good pitch. 2-0,
Hunter
you're looking
Burks.
fastball, looking for something to drive, and he just docks the outside corner at the knees on you. Not a lot you can do with that pitch, so take it and wait for another one.
Would you lay it down right now?
I would. Who are you talking to?
I know you don't like small ball, but you got to get a run on the board.
No, you don't. When you're down 4 runs, you got to get as many as you can here.
This one on the outside corner for strike number 2.
I mean, there's no guarantee the bunny can get you 1 here with the infield in a little bit there.
So 2 balls and 2 strikes, a big situation here for Hunter Burks. Blake Jennings on the mound, and they're both battling. Here's a breaking ball.
Oh, nice
on
hit.
and miss.
My goodness.
For strike number 3. So 1 out with a runner on second and third. Jennings comes back after those 3 fastballs with a breaking ball and catches Hunter Burks off balance.
You know, that looked like a slider.
It may have been.
No, it just didn't have that 12-6 action the last couple have had. Another one.
Another breaking ball in there for strike number 1. Zach Brush, a big swing and a miss.
I mean, it's hard to believe he waits until he needs it to start dropping sliders on people, but he's making them look like they haven't seen that pitch yet.
No balls and 1 strike to Brush. Here's the next pitch. It's in the dirt. No runners will advance. Cason Head tracks it down very quickly and keeps the runners at bay. 1 ball and 1 strike to number 20, Zach Brush, the left fielder.
And this
Leopards.
single pitch right here may determine where this inning heads.
So this one right down the middle for strike number 2.
After seeing that slider, what do you look for here?
The
He
same
puts it in
slider,
play.
it's up the middle. 2 are going to
He's
score.
gonna 2 runs. Uh-oh. He's going to have to hold at third. He stumbled a little bit, but he's able to get back. So only 1 run's going to score here.
I think he would have made it.
He may have.
It would have had to be a throw right on target, but with 1 out, coach held him up at third base. But nonetheless, it's right up the middle.
I've got it. What?
And Zach Brush comes through for the Leopards.
What did it bat?
And that's going to bring up
the slider and hit up the middle like that.
number 15, Xander Worthy, the designated hitter.
Well, we got a second between pitches here. I want to give a shout out to another sponsor, Greg Orr, their auto collection. If you're in need of a new vehicle, definitely swing by and talk to those guys. Tell them Morgan sent you. Go to the website, take a look at their new and used lots. We're back. Sorry about that.
So first fastball low and inside for ball number 1. Liberty Ilo's got a runner on first and third with 1 out. The last thing you want to do here is hit one to the middle of the infield. If you can lift one out deep into the outfield, you're going to score 1. Here's a breaking ball on the outside corner. The runner does go. He advanced Brush down to second base, and so a base hit here could score 2. So 2 balls and no strikes with the DH Xander Worthy up to bat.
Now that ground ball up the middle doesn't kill you.
That's
And
right,
there
and
it
that's
is.
what it is. 1 run will score.
Boy.
He holds him at second. And the out is made at first base, but a run will score, and we've got a game, folks. Liberty Ilo gets 2 on the board so far.
How big was that stolen base, Brian? That was a tailor-made double play ball.
Absolutely. And so number 18, Ron Garza, comes up to bat. There's 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th, and Liberty Ilo is not done. They score 2 so far here in the bottom, and they still have a runner on second base with 2 outs. First pitch to Garza is going to be low and inside for ball number 1. Give another shout out to Jody Martindale. We see that she is watching, I assume, from home. Appreciate everyone tuning in around the area. Make sure you like and share this post. Next pitch, same spot, same result. 2 balls and no strikes. If you're watching, make sure you like and share this post. Also go over to Texarkana Game Day and like their page so that you can keep up with all the news around the area. Next one going to be in there for strike number 1.
two.
He makes the sliding catch. No more runs will score, but there was 2 hits. We got a game here at Texas High. We're going to take a short break and get us a sip of water, but we'll be back with more action here on Texarkana Game Day.
Right now at all Greg Orr Auto Collection locations in Texarkana. Shop from your phone, online, or in person, and make no payments up to 120 days with record low interest rates, drastic price reductions, and huge incentives on our vast and pristine selection. Plus, for sales or service, we will even pick up and deliver your vehicle to you. For all the money-saving details, please visit GregOrAuto.com. That's GregOrAuto.com.
Welcome back to the regional final series here at Texas High. This is Texarkana Game Day Baseball. I'm Brian Bolton. I'm joined by Frank Sides and Morgan Smith, along with Jay Davis here at the table. Boy, we've got a good one. The Pleasant Grove Hawks lead the Liberty Ilo Leopards 4-2 as we enter the top half of the 5th inning.
That's going to bring up Alex Galvin playing center field tonight. He grounded out to third in the first inning, walked and scored a one breaking ball game. That may have been.
Want to make sure we give a big shout out to the interim city manager, Mr. David Orr. He's in attendance tonight, and he's also a LE graduate. So I want to give a big shout out to him for being here. That may have been him that caught that ball. I'm not sure what he looks like, but no balls and 2 strikes. This one on the outside corner, a little bit out for ball number 1. That's number 6, the leadoff man, Alex Galvin, who plays center field for the Hawks. Here's a breaking ball. It's driven down the first base line, but it's going to be foul. And you know, we said that the fans were about 10 rows deep around the field. I'm looking around, and I think so the Hawks lead the Leopards 4-2 as we enter the top half of the 5th inning. The 1-2 pitch high for ball number 2, going to even up the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
The 2-2 fastball is in there high, cut on and fouled straight back for Galvin.
I was reading a comment from Jimmy Lindsay. He said Reggie Kidd has a birthday coming up, so we'll make sure we wish him a happy birthday.
How soon?
He said he's gonna somebody needs to get him some goldfish or some Pepperidge Farm cookies. So everyone out there listening, make sure you get him some cookies for his birthday. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here to the one-hole hitter, Alex Galvin. Here's a fastball. It's going to be down. Speed. I spoke too soon.
You did. Because I was going to do it too.
That one was right over the head of the third baseman, and it was hooking foul. And out of nowhere, Zach Brush comes flying in and makes a great catch down the third base line. And so 1 out here in the top of the 5th. Number 20, Brenton Clark, who started the game for the Hawks on the mound, has moved over to second base. Will step into the box. First pitch to him is a fastball high, and it'll be chopped down the first base line, but foul.
And Brenton has been on both times tonight. He singled in the first, doubled in the third, and drove in PG's first 2 runs.
And just found out that Reggie Kidd will be 50.
50 years old.
50. So happy birthday to him, the
Happy
big 5-0.
That's right. Happy birthday, Reggie.
Another one going to be a breaking ball, or at least an off-speed pitch it looked like. Going to be pulled foul down the first base line once again. And so Brenton Clark hanging tough in there.
And Reggie, if you're watching, there's no better birthday present for a 50-year-old than sharing this feed. Everyone you know.
That's right. Let's see if we can get you some.
Go for it.
This one right at the knees for strike number 3. Gage Bellotti sits him down with a 2-2 fastball right at the knees, and he runs. That's going to bring up short. A nice pitch there by Bellotti.
Yes, it was. Didn't appear to be looking for a fastball there, Mr. Clark.
First pitch to J.M. Long is going to be
That's
driven
gonna
to
be a
the
tough play
shortstop. Nate Moore makes a sliding catch. He
And a
picks
nice
it up
dig.
and a cross for out number 3. And so 3 up and 3 down. No hits, no runs scored, and nobody left on for the Hawks. LE's coming to bat. We'll be right back after these messages here on Texarkana Game Day and Tiger Vision.
Beautiful, isn't it? Beautiful, handcrafted stone is our passion, and we ensure our customers receive the quality they deserve. We stand by our word, we stand by our products, services, and work that we do. Our team of experienced craftsmen and product experts have been perfecting their craft of fabricating and installing stone since 1998. Visit the Design Center at Red River Lumber to see the many beautiful stone options available for your next project.
How do you measure success? In votes? In wins? Or trophies? At Shelter Insurance, we measure success in we're your shelter.
For auto, home, life, or business insurance, see Shelter Agent Brian Bolt in Texarkana.
Welcome back here to Tiger Field. We are live with Texarkana Game Day, and we have got a battle going on in the stands and on the field. The fans are into it, and so are the players. The Pleasant Grove Hawks lead 4-2 over the Liberty Ilo Leopards as we enter the bottom half of the 5th inning.
He's really hard tonight. Hasn't been able to get underneath him just enough. And he's got a single and another single. Both, he would probably tell you, probably should be doubles off the wall. But either way, 2 really solid at-bats to start this series for Colby.
And so 1-1's the count to Brooks. The 1-1 pitch, a breaking ball in the dirt for ball number 2.
And he's not going to sit back and wait on this one to drive the other way. Something tells me if it's a fastball and it's hittable, he's getting early on it.
The lights are on here at Texas High. We've got a lot of baseball action going on, folks. So if you are not here, we hope you're enjoying the ride at home or wherever you're watching this from, because we sure are having a great time here. 3-1 pitch.
Oh, he's late.
Going to be to the second baseman, Brenton.
Gonna have an error.
And it's off his glove, and that'll be the first error for PG tonight. And on base for the 3rd time is going to be number 2, Colby Brooks. That's going to bring up one of my favorite players, Nate Moore.
You mentioned that. He's the one kid you look at and you just know he's a baseball player.
Absolutely.
That play just made it shortstop.
100%.
There you go. I'm going to wean you off the word absolutely before the end of this game.
Definitely.
Regardless of how it happened,
I'm trying,
Liberty Ilo
Frank,
has the leadoff man on.
I say absolutely because I want to give you assurance. But what you're telling me is 100%. Here's one up the middle for a base hit. And Nate Moore,
He's going to flip the bat on the single. I love it.
he trots into first base.
And we've got something cooking again here.
And so for the second time this game, LE gets the first 2 hitters of the inning on. And that's going to bring up number 3, Braylon Blair. And so number 4, Xander Hall, comes in to run for Brooks again. He's over at second base. Nate Moore on first.
Do you ask your 3-hole hitter to bunt here? You do.
And he...
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. And we've got a man picked off at second base. The pinch runner gets a little bit too far off the bag, and he throws behind him, and the first out of the inning is going to be on the base path. Nice play by Kason Head.
Got to make so he gets a little too far off, but he does slip trying to get back to second base. And so now there's 1 out and only 1 man on for Liberty Island. So here's the next pitch. It's going to be low and outside for ball number 1. 1 ball and 1 strike.
That's where some folks talk about the baseball gods. They gave him the leadoff runner and they took him away just like that.
Braylon Blair, the pitch to him, going to be in the dirt. No runner will go. Kason Head does a good job keeping that in front of him.
It's an athletic catcher there.
Yeah,
Nice set of feet he's got
Kason
on.
Head has done a great job this whole season, and especially tonight, keeping balls in front of him. So Braylon Blair, the 2-1 pitch, going to be in the dirt. This one will get away from Head again, but man, he is quick. So 3 balls and 1 strike. You sure would like to have that runner still at second base, because a walk here would fill up the bags.
For your big lefty, Gage Bellotti, who looms on deck.
So this one's going to be outside. The runner goes. He'll slide in safely. He just wanted to get his jersey dirty. But that's ball number 4. Braylon Blair trots down to first base. Number 23, Gage Bellotti, will step in from the left side of the plate. And so here they come again. The fans are getting loud. Runners in on first and second for LE with Bellotti at the plate. Jennings' first pitch, a fastball inside for ball number 1. Kason Head will call time and go out and talk with Jennings.
Looks like we've got 2 arms out there in the PG bullpen getting ready just in case this inning starts to go a little further south. And like I said, he's got 10 guys he's comfortable with at any spot. So, and we've seen him do it already. Swapping pitchers in the middle of an at bat. Got a lefty out there warming, it looks like.
So the fans come alive with a runner on first and second for the Leopards. Bellotti steps back into the plate. Here's a fastball outside for ball number 2. And Coach Fincher's going to take a trip to the mound. He's calling for the bullpen. Let's see what changes we're going to have here.
You know, I'm going to be honest, I kind of love this strategy. It's not something we've seen at all this year.
So Jennings will come out of the game. Everyone will stay where they are on the base. And that's going to be number 5, Nathan Hutchison, who will trot in for the Hawks. We're going to go to a short commercial break while he warms up. And we're going to be back for more baseball action here at Texas High, live on Texarkana Game Day.
This is the kind of person you need. Express Employment Professionals can help because we understand what it takes to hire good people. It takes real people, real interviews. We find good people, matching the right skills for the right jobs. Express knows jobs. Get to know Express. Go to expresspros.com to find a location near you.
We're back here live on Texarkana Game Day. We had a pitching change. Looks like number 5, Nathan Hutchison, is going to come in for the Hawks. He's got a 2-0 count on Gage Bellotti. 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th with runners on first and second for the Leopards. So the lefty steps on the mound. First pitch is going to be right down the middle, swung on and fouled over the LE dugout for strike number 1. Lefty versus lefty here. Hutchison's second pitch, a little sidearm action, same result, fouled down the third base line over the LE dugout, and so quickly Hutchison gets right back in. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Bellotti. Make sure we give a big shout out to everyone watching at home. We appreciate you for tuning in here on Texarkana Game Day, whether it's on Facebook, YouTube, or you're watching it somewhere who is showing it on the TV, whether it's walk-ons or somewhere else. We appreciate you for tuning in. Make sure you go over to Texarkana Game Day, like the Facebook page so you can stay up on all of the Texarkana area local athletes and sports. Also, make sure you go over and download the free Texarkana Game Day app. There's a lot of stuff going on that app, and it is a pretty neat thing that Texarkana Game Day has put out. So go over and download the free app while you're watching athletic events around the area. So 3 balls and 2 strikes to Bellotti. Here's the payoff pitch. It's going to be grounded to J.M. Long, and he's going to scoop it up and throw it over to first, and Bellotti will be retired. Both runners will advance. Nate Moore to third base, and Braylon Blair over to second. So 2 outs, and Bryce Blackwell, the first baseman, will step up to the plate. Again, 5, Nathan Hutchison on the mound for
That was a big pitch there for
PG. Hutchison, a little bit of a sidearm action. He's a lefty. Throws this one right on the outside corner for strike number 1.
Kind of a funky delivery, too.
Second pitch, a nice breaking ball. Swung on and missed for strike number 2. And here come the PG fans. They are getting excited, and they're going to erupt if he comes up with a big strike number 3 right here. So Bryce Blackwell, the first baseman, stands in with an 0-2. Here's the pitch. It's on the outside corner, a little off the plate for ball number 1. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. Bottom of the 5th inning here. This one tipped into the glove of the catcher, and just like that, Hutchison comes. 2 men left on, big for LE, and so Hutchison comes in and strikes out the side, and LE's going to take the field. We're going to take a short commercial break, and we'll be right back as Pleasant Grove is coming to bat here on Texarkana Game Day.
The pure power of Kinetic Business by Windstream has been unleashed. We're investing billions to build up our ultra-fast internet in communities across the country. With more enhancements on the horizon, we're stronger than ever, ready to work with you, to equip you for whatever comes next. It's your time to connect to customers, to your work, over our expanded and enhanced fiber network. Kinetic Business by Windstream, built to meet the demands of business. Find great deals for your business at kineticbusiness.com.
Yeah, it sounds crazy, but you can get paid to swipe your debit card. Visit one of Texana Bank's locations for more details. Come see what the Texana experience is all about. Texana Bank, here today, here tomorrow.
to the sixth inning, where the Hawks lead the Leopards 4-2. I want to make sure we give a shout out to a couple of the sponsors tonight. Morgan, you got something for us?
Yeah, I'm sorry. One thing we hadn't mentioned tonight, Conterra. They supply game day with internet everywhere we go. We appreciate it.
So Conterra, a big part of what we do with Texarkana Game Day. We sure appreciate it.
Our home office and studio, I think we have like 500 up, 500 down. It's nuts.
And so that one, a breaking ball, going to be swung on and missed. So strike number one. The next one's going to be a little inside for ball number one. So 1 ball and 1 strike. Gage Bellotti still on the mound. This breaking ball, Alex Murphy will pop it to second base, and Hank will easily take care of that one. So 1 up and 1 down for Bellotti so far tonight, or at least here in the top of the 6th. That's going to bring up number 23. The big first baseman, Tucker Anderson. We had a question of estimated attendance for today's game, and I do not have one, but we will try our best to find out. Bellotti, another breaking ball, going to be fouled out of play.
You know, I'd guess 2,500-ish.
You think so?
Maybe more. I mean,
There's
I
a lot of people.
ran to the concession stand there between pitching changes, and I almost didn't make it.
Got the snow cone truck
That's
out
right,
here, too.
yeah.
So second pitch, going to be another breaking ball, but it's outside for ball number 1. 1 ball and 1 strike.
And
Tucker Anderson.
He singled his last time up and flew out to center in the second in his first at bat today.
Count 2 balls and 1 strike. Tucker Anderson. Definitely want to keep it away from him. He's a big kid. Can probably hit one pretty far. Here's the 2-1 pitch to Anderson. It's going to be low and in the dirt for ball number 3. So 3 balls and 1 strike. Bellotti's still on the mound for the Leopards. The big pitch right here from Bellotti. It's down the middle for strike number 2. Going to bring the count full. And so we've got a battle. Let's see who wins. Tucker Anderson battling at the plate. Bellotti on the mound. Got a 4-2 ball game as we enter the top of the 6th inning. Here's the payoff. It's going to be in there for strike number 3. Gage Bellotti on the full count throws a fastball right on the outside corner. The umpire rings him up for out number 2 of the inning. That's going to bring up number 10, the designated hitter, Traveler Couch.
And you know, as soon as Gage's offense got him a few runs, he's been lights out the last couple innings.
So a breaking ball. Didn't quite get on the top of that one. That one hangs on him, and it's going to be ball number 1.
A little bit more zip on the heater, a little bit more bite on the breaking ball. 5 up, 5 down so
Will
far.
Middlebrook said that this crowd is amazing, and it will be talked about for years. And if you were here, you're exactly right. It is an amazing crowd.
We've got a band, we've got cheerleaders.
Other than the Arkansas High, Texas High game, I don't know if I've seen another crowd in Texarkana like
Always out here plugging Arkansas. Got a reminder here from someone about a Carthage football game.
I'm sorry, we've got his mic cut off.
For good reason.
Three balls and no strikes to number 10, Traveler Couch. And this one's going to be high for ball number 4, and Traveler Couch.
Oh boy.
Will trot down to first base, and that's going to bring up number 28. He's homered in.
By far the loudest moment in this ball game. When he hit that ball, I don't think anyone here had any doubt where it was headed. And if I recall, it was a first pitch breaking ball.
So 2 outs here on the top of the 6th inning. A runner on first for the Hawks.
And if you're pulling for LE here, you're hoping that Gage Bellotti recalls that as well.
So Bellotti comes set to the plate. It's a
It's
fastball
hit hard.
right back up the middle, and it's going to be off the glove of Nate Moore. That's going to be through for a hit. Right under the glove of Nate Moore. Over at shortstop. And there's going to be runners on first and second.
We should have Kaysen Head at the plate here.
Looks like we're going to bring in someone for Kaysen Head. Looks like it's going to be number 24. I'll get you a number in just a name here in just a second. Number 24. Who'd they say that was?
I couldn't hear, but we don't have a 24 on our
I
roster.
don't have a 24 on my roster.
There's only about 1,000 people here that can tell us who that is. Lady next to us turns her T-shirt around.
Yep, number
Has
24,
the roster on the shirt.
Cade Martin.
Should have just taken a picture of that earlier.
Will come in the bat for Kaysen Head. First pitch to him going to be called for strike number 1. I'll have to get on to Coach Fincher. I don't have an updated roster.
It's all right. Our producer from the truck,
which
is
I've
texting
had it
us.
from before the season, so I guess that's my fault.
Tiger Vision's on the ball behind us.
Breaking ball outside for ball number 1. Going to even up the count, 1 ball and 1 strike. Runner on first and second for the Hawks. Here in the top of the 6th inning, they do lead 4-2 over the Leopards. Popped up to the Bellotti calls it, throws his hat off. That helped him a little bit there. That's going to be out number 3. And so 1 hit, 2 men left on, and no runs scored. The Hawks trot back on the field, and the Leopards are coming to bat. We'll be back with more action, regional final action here on Texarkana Game Day.
We are excited to announce here at Texarkana Emergency Center and Hospital that we have expanded our capabilities to better serve our community. As a hospital, we have the capability for inpatient services. After your outstanding emergency care, we can smoothly transition you into one of our new inpatient rooms that have telemetry monitors in every room to continue your concierge medicine care. While our patients continue receiving their care in their inpatient suites, we also make sure that your loved ones are taken care of with our outstanding facilities. Our added services include a procedure room and also the capability of MRIs. With our imaging, we are able to offer outpatient, inpatient, and emergency room, MRI, CT, ultrasound, and X-ray. We are honored by your support and look forward to serving all your future medical needs.
Welcome back to Game Day, bringing you regional final action. Hunter Burks, they call him Hank. He's up to bat. The first pitch from him is going to be called for strike number 1.
Does the whole world call him Hank?
I don't know, we do.
Did you get the reference? No? It took you a minute.
Second pitch to Hank. Going to be outside for ball number 1. Going to even up the count, 1 ball and 1 strike.
Charles,
You're just now joining us.
If
The
you're
Hawks
listening to the
do
truck,
lead.
Charles, that was a country music reference. I know
The
you're
Hawks lead the Leopards
Van Halen,
4-2.
Foreigner and stuff back there, but I know Aaron Whitehead can get it.
Hank's going to drive one
There's a
past
nice
the first
little-
baseman, and he's in with a hit to lead off the bottom of the 6th inning for the Hawks. I'm just getting off the cue. To lead off the bottom of the 6th inning for the Leopards.
There we go. And we're at a Tiger Stadium, too, so
Absolutely. So
don't
I'm
forget
getting,
to mix that up.
getting all of the animals mixed up. But nonetheless, the leadoff man for the Leopards is standing on first, and that's going to bring up number 20, Zach Brush, the left fielder. He tries to lay one down, and he's going to pop it up. I almost caught it. The net got in my way, and so Cason Head will scurry back and get.
Sure, you won't be surprised to learn that Cason Head almost caught it.
Yeah.
Again, quick feet on that kid behind the plate.
Number 5, Nathan Hutchison, came in an inning ago for the Hawks. Got a little sidearm action, throwing a little lefty. So Hunter Burke stands over at first. Zach Brush at the plate. No balls and 1 strike to Brush. The 0-1 pitch. It's in there for strike number 2. Right above the knees and right down the middle. No balls and 2 strikes to Brush.
They are daring young Mr. Brush to hit this ball between first and second base here.
The 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. First out at the bottom of the 6th inning. Nathan Hutchison on the mound, showing out.
That's right, Nathan Hutchison has some pretty nasty stuff, it looks like, from here.
Xander Worthy, the DH, steps up to the plate. He's going to foul the first one over the backstop for strike number 1.
It wouldn't surprise me to see Hunter Burks on the move here next couple pitches. They need to get this runner to second base. And running out of time to do it. But we haven't seen the pickoff move yet from Mr. Hutchinson. So
here it is.
There it is. He had him leaning just a hair. Thinking the same thing we are, Brian.
Hunter Burks safely back into first base. The DH, Worthy, stands at the plate with an 0-1 count. He'll throw back over first base.
Didn't mean to jinx us here. 2 throwovers.
So we got Minnie Lindsay watching in West Monroe, Louisiana. I'll give a shout out to her.
There it is.
Here's a base hit. It's down into center field. Hank will stop at second base, and Worthy will stop at first. And so just like that, with 1 out, Ron Garza comes to the plate with a runner on first and second. And the LE side of the stadium comes alive.
That's a tough AB there. Excellent job by Xander Worthy. Sitting back on that ball and just kind of going with it and finding the barrel. I know I went to see a practice or 2, and Coach Fowler, he mentioned that constantly. Find the barrel, find the barrel, find the barrel. And as tough as that may be to do with a lefty on the mound with this kind of stuff, Xander was able to do that, pull it off.
Grayson Battle, number 11, will come in to run for the designated hitter.
Would be your tying run on first base if they were able to get him home.
Bill Shop watching from Cave Springs, Arkansas. Neil Jones from Hot Springs. Got a lot of people tuning in from all over the area. We appreciate you. Make sure you go to Texarkana Game Day on Facebook and give it a like. We'll be right back here tomorrow as well. 7 o'clock, we'll bring you another game live here at Tiger Field for game number 2.
That's right.
This one far from over, though.
Ron Garza shows bunt. The first pitch of the AB there, he's able to pull it back, and the breaking ball falls away for ball 1.
So 1 out, a runner on first and second for the Leopards. Ron Garza lays down a beautiful bunt. It does roll foul. Man, I thought that one was going to be just perfect.
Again, I know we've said it a dozen times. Cason Head has a set of feet on him behind the plate. He was going to get that out at third base.
It was going to be close.
You're probably right. With it being a force, I think he may have had it.
Got Brent and Kim Bennett tuning in from Dublin, Georgia. They said, go Hawks. Brent and Kim, there's about 2,000 other people here cheering the same thing. Maybe 1,000.
That's right. Half of them, at a minimum, have cowbells. You hear those in the background.
There may be that many people here. Who knows?
They brought the cowbells. The LE fans brought the drums and the bullhorns.
That's right.
This is a pretty amazing atmosphere.
Ron Garza takes that one on the outside corner. Little off the plate for ball number 2. Going to bring the count to 2 balls and 2 strikes. With runners on first and second with 1 out. Swung on and missed for strike number 3. That's the second out of the inning.
That was an absolutely filthy breaking ball.
Now, how lucky are you that you don't load the bases and have Colby Brooks up right now?
We've mentioned it a lot. He's hitting the ball hard tonight.
He has had 1 2-out hit already tonight. And so 2 outs, he steps up to the plate. Runner on first and second. This one's going to be low and outside for ball number 1.
I think right now, if you're Liberty Ilo, this is the guy you want at the plate.
Tiffany Daniel watching from Atlanta. Not sure if that's Georgia or Texas, but either way, we
if I had to
appreciate
guess.
Tiffany Daniel from tuning in.
Absolutely.
You never know.
Let us
Hey,
know.
we got people way off watching.
You're right, but probably not a coincidence. There's Atlanta about 10 miles from here, so. Then again, you may be right.
See, Donna Newton's tuning in over in Texarkana, Arkansas. We appreciate the Newton family for tuning in. After that short break, we're back to action. Whew. That fastball is going to even the count up. 1 ball and 1 strike.
I believe that was a slider that started away.
I think
came
it
back
was,
and caught
but
the
it
plate.
sounded good if you would.
Morgan.
It would have sounded good if you wouldn't have corrected me.
Morgan's never watched a baseball game in his life. The side eye on that one.
That's a
just missed the
fastball,
wall.
and it's going to be a little outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Yeah, so it may be Georgia, Frank.
That's you're right. This feels like a really big pitch, fellas.
2 balls and 1 strike.
Uh-oh. He flipped the bat. It is way out of here, and Liberty Ilo leads 5-4. Oh my goodness, Colby Brooks. I've been telling you all night he's been smashed lately.
And so that one goes over the Red River Federal Credit Union sign. Frank Sides on the call.
I'm sorry. I told you I can't contain myself. Oh my God.
And we knew it was going to be just like this.
Wow.
With
Just
a 3-run
absolutely
shot
wow.
by leadoff man Colby Brooks. He is 4 for 4 tonight. And he hits one over the left field fence.
I'm speechless. That kid is crushing the baseball right now.
And Liberty Ilo is going to take the lead 5-4 here in the bottom of the 6th. And it doesn't seem like a lot of time left, but there's a lot of baseball left to be played.
Did you see the bat flip?
And these fans are on their feet, at least 1,000 of them. The other 1,000 sitting down right now, and that's going to bring up Nate Moore. This atmosphere. A pitch to Nate Moore is going to be fouled down the third base line. Frank, I almost had to turn my mic down there. You were screaming so loud.
I'm sorry. I love baseball. I just do. There's nothing more exciting in a baseball game than a 2-out, 3-run home run. Regardless who hits it.
So the 1-1 pitch to Nate Moore. Inside for ball number 2, the 2-1 pitch on the way. This one's going to be driven down the third base line, but it's foul. Nate Moore also due for a big hit. Nobody on base for him to score here. He's come up with some big hits throughout the year as well. Here's the 2-2 pitch to Nate Moore. He swings and misses. But not after. 2 hits, 1 home run, and 3-run score for the Liberty Ilo Leopards. They take the lead here in the bottom of the 6th, 5-4 over the Hawks. But we got another inning of baseball coming, folks. Stay tuned and make sure you're here when we come back from commercial break right here on Texarkana Game Day with Tiger Vision.
right now at all Greg Orr Auto Collection locations in Texarkana. Shop from your phone, online, or in person, and make no payments up to 120 days with record low interest rates, drastic price reductions, and huge incentives on our vast and pristine selection. Plus, for sales or service, we will even pick up and deliver your vehicle to you. For all the money-saving details, please visit GregOrAuto.com. That's GregOrAuto.com.
We're back here live at Texas High. No Tigers on the field tonight. It is LE and PG facing off in the regional finals. Game number 1 in the 3-game series, and man, has it been a game number 1, Frank.
Yes, it has, and this thing is not over. We've got Hayden Collar, and then the order turns over. The big bats come up to see Gage Bellotti for the 4th. PG will.
And so a runner in the bottom of the 6th gives LE the lead, at least right now, 5-4 over the Hawks, who scored 2 in the 3rd and 2 in the 4th. LE comes back and scores 2 in the 4th and 3 in the 6th. So we've got a tight one here and a capacity crowd. First pitch from Bellotti, a couple feet outside for ball number 1.
And Hayden has doubled tonight and grounded out to the 3rd baseman. He scored, sorry about that, he scored PG's first run.
So we've got DJ and Bree Messinger, and they're watching from Cancun on their honeymoon.
Wow.
Congratulations on getting married, and congratulations for being able to tune in and see this classic.
I don't want to be the bearer of bad news here, but I hope you called your cell phone provider and let them know what you plan on doing with this data in Mexico. Come home
Nonetheless,
to a $500 phone bill. Well, we appreciate you watching. That's right.
And congratulations on the wedding.
I don't know that I'd trade this for Cancun right now, Mr. Bolt.
This is a pretty great atmosphere.
I'll be honest with y'all. I know I hadn't been. I'm turned into a baseball fan right now, and I would rather be right here than in Cancun right now.
Well, I can tell you, not every baseball game is like this, but if they were, you would be a baseball fan.
That's right.
This atmosphere is unbelievable.
Absolutely.
2 great fan bases, 2 great local baseball teams. I almost said football. Exciting time.
Absolutely.
Exciting time. Absolutely.
So we're back to action. Bellotti's 2-0 pitch in there for strike number 1. Going to bring the count to 2 balls and 1 strike. This one's going to be in the dirt. So number 4, Hayden Kohler, going to bring the count to 3 balls and 1 strike. We also got Juan Vargas, who's watching from Mexico. He says he's on vacation. Appreciate everyone for tuning in. Here's a 3-1 pitch. It's in there for strike number 2. Folks, we got a ball game. I guarantee you at 5 o'clock, the parking lot's packed tomorrow.
Oh, way
no matter
earlier
who wins
than that.
tonight. Here's the next pitch. It's on the outside corner. Strike number 3. Gage Bellotti with his first strikeout of the night. Right on the outside corner. Rung him up and set him down, and that's out number 1. That's going to bring up the leadoff man, number 6, Alex Galvin. Strike number 1. Gage Bellotti, the louder the fans get, the more pumped up he gets. And he's having a good time. Second pitch breaking ball, going to be a check swing, and he does foul it down the third base line. That'll go in the books as strike number 2. Bellotti so calm and collected up there, but if he strikes out the side, I bet we see some emotion coming.
That's right. And Alex is 0 for 2 tonight, but he has reached base via the walk.
With no balls and 2 strikes for the leadoff hitter, Alex Galvin. And the LE fans are on their feet. And this one, it was in there for a strike, but it's fouled back over the backstop, so we're going to have to wait one more pitch to see what happens. Here's a breaking ball right back up the middle.
We've got a base runner.
And it's an 0-2 base hit by Alex Galvin, who has not had a hit tonight. And Coach Fowler's coming out. It looks like he will make a pitching change. So Gage Bellotti will come out of the game to a standing ovation. And they're number 4, Xander Hall. Oh, excuse me. So number 5, Nate Moore, will come to the mound. And let's see where number looks like Hunter Burks will move over to shortstop. And Xander Hall will go over to second base.
If you're watching, make sure you share this feed. We're down to 2 outs left in this ball game unless PG can push through a run. And if you're watching this on location at Walk-Ons or any other restaurant, public place, send us a picture, put it in the feed. We want to see what's going on out there.
Absolutely. Take a picture and tag Texarkana Game Day.
That's right.
What's my count up to?
You're at 23 right now. 23 absolutely.
All right, and so we've got some changes around here. Hunter Burks will move from second base over to shortstop. Nate Moore will come from shortstop to the mound. Xander Hall will come off the bench into play second base, and Gage Bellotti will be done for the night. Nope, excuse me, Gage Bellotti moved over to third base. I thought he came out of the game. So it looks like Parker Goodman will come out of the game, and Bellotti will go over to third base.
And that's going to bring up the number 2 and 3 hole hitters for Pleasant Grove. Brenton Clark's singled, doubled, and struck out his last at bat. So this game is nowhere near over, Mr. Bolt.
So 2 pitches, 2 balls, no strikes. Number 20, Brenton Clark, up to bat for the Hawks. Nate Moore on the mound. 2-0 pitch, going to be high and outside for ball number 3. Kobe Brooks will call time, go out and talk with his pitcher. So the PG cheerleaders here cheering. They are wanting ball number 4. So the count's 3-0 to Brenton Clark. Nate Moore on the mound. He delivers the 3-0 pitch. It is ball number 4. And Pleasant Grove down to their last 2 outs. And they've got a runner on first and second with 1 out.
With the big bats coming up, J.M. Long, Alex Murphy, and Tucker Anderson await.
The only thing you can't do is hit one to the middle of the infield or on the infield, period. So you want to get it out into the outfield as deep as you can get, or a base hit for sure. We do not want a ground ball to one of the players on the infield. So it looks like we're going to get a rosin bag. Nate Moore, a little sweaty. His hands are wet, and so both coaches agree, and the umpires do as well, to let him take one out to the mound. And so a runner on first and second, 1 out here in the top of the 7th inning. Liberty Ilo leads PG 5-4. J.M. Long, his first pitch in there for strike number 1.
J.M. is 0 for 3 tonight. He's hit the ball hard a couple times. He's due for a ball to find a hole if he puts it in play here.
So Nate Moore delivers the 0-1 pitch. It's to Gage Bellotti. He's going to flip it to to third.
Not in time, and they are still alive.
He throws it to second. They do get 1 out. And so PG down to their last out, but they do have a runner on first and third. A base hit will tie this ball game up.
The last out is the cleanup hitter.
If you haven't heard or seen this crowd get pumped up so far, they are now. It looks like 90% of people here. There are 2 outs, the tying run.
And again, we'll say it again. At the plate, down to their last out, trailing by a run, Pleasant Grove's cleanup hitter, third baseman Alex Murphy comes to the plate with a chance for a moment that he's going to remember probably the rest of his life.
2 outs, the runner on first and third for the Hawks, Nate Moore.
Alex is a 2-time state champion in football. He's ready for the occasion, I promise you.
He fouls this one hard down the first base line. So there's strike number 1.
Tell you what, this is the highest leverage moment we've seen all baseball season on air. I have goosebumps right now.
So no balls, 1 strike. Nate Moore delivers. This one's going to be in the dirt.
Oh, boy.
Colby Brooks does a good job to get just enough of it to keep it from rolling back further. So 1 ball and 1 strike. And so it is exciting. If you are not here, you better get here tomorrow. Coach Fowler making sure he gets his players where he wants them. He knows how important this game 1 is. About that runner on first base, because if he throws it away, the tying run comes home. He is telling him not to do that again. So I don't know if you can feel it at home or where you're watching from, but the 1-1 pitch is on the way. It's swung on and missed. Woo.
That fastball had a little cut on it, Mr. Bolt. Haven't seen that
Pleasant Grove
yet.
is down to their last strike. Everyone's on their one side or the other is about to get pretty loud. So here it is. It's popped out of play. So Alex Murphy lives to see another pitch. And big number 23, Tucker Anderson, awaits on deck if Alex Murphy can get to first base. A big shout out to the concession stand workers. Big crowd here. Want to give them a big shout out. The 1-2 pitch.
He does not go. They're asking for an appeal to first, and they're not going to get one.
So 2 balls and 2 strikes. Everyone here on their feet. Nate Moore on the mound. Runners on second and third. Here's the pitch. It's a little outside for ball number 3, and so here's the payoff pitch. Either Alex Murphy's going to first base or Liberty Ilo is celebrating a win. And so here's the pitch.
And it's inside. The bases are loaded.
Ball, and he's down to first base. And that brings up Tucker Martin to the plate. This is what you dream of as a kid. 2 outs, the base is loaded. Now he won't have a walk-off here, but this is something you dream of as a kid.
Oh boy, you telling me, how many times have you been in your front yard as a kid thinking about this moment?
Now,
bases loaded, 2 outs.
If he hits it, you cannot scream.
I have no choice. You have to turn my mic off as soon as it makes contact. First pitch to Tucker Anderson from Nate Moore. We're going to have time called at home plate.
So here's time called at the plate. And the anticipation is killing about 2,500 people.
It's killing at least 2 with headsets on. We're set for pitch 1 here.
Tucker Anderson at the plate. First pitch, ball number 1. And so any situation here, if you're Nate Moore, you just have to throw strikes.
Look at both of these dugouts. They are both prepared to erupt and charge the field if it's needed.
You do not want to the time. You would rather him at least get a base hit. So Nate Moore on the mound. Tucker Anderson at the plate. Here's a pitch. It's fouled out of play. Going to even up the count. 1 ball and 1 strike.
It's a good fastball up and in there. I think Tucker Anderson knows there's probably not a chance he's seen anything other than a fastball the rest of the way here. So.
And so if we can't waste more time for the anticipation to build, here we go. 1-1 count. Tucker Anderson at the plate.
Woo.
He hits one.
Oh, he took a cut at that.
And it is back to the backstop.
He was on that one.
So
now we may be looking
2.
at a breaking ball here. You got a couple to play with.
So 1 ball and 2 strikes with 2 outs. Bases loaded. Pleasant Grove down to their last strike here. LE leads 5-4 here in the top of the 7th. LE is the home team, so an out here will end the game. Time's called at the plate once more.
We don't need any help creating drama here, Mr. Bolt. We've got enough on our hands. Again, and just in case you need this set up for you. 2 outs, 2 strikes, bases loaded, trailing by 1. Tucker Anderson at the plate. Tucker has singled, Cade, and flown out to center field tonight. Here's the pitch.
Here's the pitch. It's down for ball number 2.
We're going to get 1 more for you.
2 balls and 2 strikes. To Anderson. Sign. to the plate.
Oh, my goodness, it's hit hard, and he falls down in center field. 1 run's going to score. 2 runs are going to score. That is going to clear the bases as Tucker Anderson turns to head to third base, and Pleasant Grove leads 6-7 to 5. Oh, my goodness. I'm sorry, Brian. You told me not to do it, and I did it anyway. Oh, my goodness gracious. Wow.
I hope your volume was down at home, but what a big hit there by Tucker Anderson.
We're going to get fans falling onto the field here. Unbelievable.
And so just like that, the tide swings again.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Bryce Blackwell looks like he's going to come to the mound. And it is absolute chaos here. Absolute chaos. We've got a cameraman stumbling around up here to try to get some of the fans. It is absolutely nuts. We're going to take a short break.
Are you sure we want to take a short break?
We need
2,000
to
people
grab
watching.
a
We
drink
need to
of
grab
water.
We're going to take listen in the truck. Let's stay with it. There's no reason to take a commercial break. We've paid all the bills we're going to pay tonight, Mr. Bolt.
I'm going to let Frank handle this while
That's
I get
right.
some water.
Get you some water. We're not going anywhere, folks. This crowd is going. Watching
a
tonight.
high school baseball game.
And
all
in
right.
their watching this game on
Thank
all
you,
platforms.
Texarkana, for showing out.
Thanks to the teams. They're awesome.
Oh, man, this is – hey, like you said, if every game was like this, I'd be – oh, man, love baseball. I do want to say Tucker Anderson just came in clutch, and his mom's sitting about 10 feet from us, and I cannot wait.
She's got tears in her
I
eyes.
cannot wait to post the video of her reaction of that because I had the camera on her the entire time. It's going to be gold.
Is that her in the black shirt?
That is her, and she is very passionate about sports, and I cannot wait to post that. Shout out to Tucker Anderson and his family. He'll be playing baseball next season at OBU.
Hopefully she's breaking any laws with that climbing the fence here.
When I said 2,200 viewers, 2,200 live viewers.
2,200 live saw that.
2,300 live viewers. 2,300.
My
Nuts.
goodness.
Absolutely nuts.
This baseball game has been full of nothing but clutch, amazing moments. This might be one of the better baseball games I've ever seen in person, Brian. Have you gathered yourself together?
Yeah.
He's back.
That was the biggest swing I've ever, I think, seen in a long time.
He smoked that. Absolutely smoked it to center field.
Number 10, Traveler Couch is going to come up to bat.
Keep in mind, we position here, third base with 2 outs, and Liberty had a chance to score in the bottom half. So we got a long ways to go, folks.
We got Bryce Blackwell on the mound now for LE. First pitch in there for a strike, second one outside for ball number 1. The 1-1 pitch from Blackwell is going to be over to third base. Belotti's going to throw it across the first, and that's going to end the inning.
That was a good time to take that commercial break you were wanting earlier.
So 2 hits, 3 runs are going to be scored, and 1 man left on base for the Hawks. The Hawks take a lead of 7-5 here in the top of the 7th. We're coming back with the bottom half of the 7th inning. We'll see what LE's got in store right here on Texarkana Game Day.
Beautiful, isn't it? Beautiful, handcrafted stone is our passion, and we ensure our customers receive the quality they deserve. We stand by our word, we stand by our products, services, and work that we do. Our team of experienced craftsmen and product experts have been perfecting the craft of fabricating and installing stone since 1998. Visit the Design Center at Red River Lumber to to see the many beautiful stone options available for your next project.
How do you measure success? In points? In wins? Or trophies? At Shelter Insurance, we measure success in the quality of our products and services, in our community support, in being there when you need us most. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
For auto, home, life, or business insurance, see Shelter Agent Brian Bolt in Texarkana.
Welcome back to Tiger Field. This is Texarkana Game Day Baseball, and we told you before this game that it was going to be something. And Frank, it has built up to more than the $5 ticket that it took to get in.
Oh my goodness, has it lived up to the hype?
And so I've said it once before, but if you don't have a ticket for tomorrow, you better get one.
I believe it's $10 to get in, cash only at the gate.
Is it $10? I thought it was $5. They're going up tomorrow?
I mean, hell, they could make it 100 and still fill this place
I know
up tomorrow.
that's right. So here's the first swing by number 3, Braylon Blair, and he's going to pop out to the center fielder, Alex Galvin. Excuse me, second baseman, Brenton Clark, came over and made that catch. That's the first right here.
I think we're going to see a walk here. Velotti's up. We'll see what they decide to do.
Baseball strategy says
they're moving him back.
Under no circumstances do you let the winning run come to the plate
All
for free.
right, well, Jay Davis told me wrong. You can mute me.
Uh-oh, little number. The second baseman's going to have to play.
So he's going to make the second out, the first and the second out. Brenton Clark will. And so that's 2 outs. Just like that, now LE's down to their last out, with Pleasant Grove leading 7-5.
All right, with Liberty Allo down to their last out.
Well, who's in pitching now? All 3 outs are going to be made by Brenton Clark over at second base, and in the last inning with a 3-run triple. Pleasant Grove is going to walk away with the win in game number 1 of a 3-game series. Pleasant Grove Hawks come back in the 7th and win the ball game.
What a ball game. What a ball game. Great game.
Like a fight, just big punch after big punch landed, and Pleasant Grove landed the last big one.
Yep, absolutely.
And the fun part is we're doing it again tomorrow. Same time, same place, same radio station. I mean, same TV station.
I was
same,
about to say,
oh,
what?
Yeah, whoa, no.
What? We ain't in the 1950s.
Man, was it a game. And so,
man, fans are still on their feet. Hawk Nation chants going on. 7 o'clock tomorrow night. Tune in. Game Day is going to have it for you live with Tiger Vision. Anything, guys?
Take us out, Brian Bolt.
Nothing from us. And so the LE Leopards end up falling in the final inning of a score of 7-5. The PG Hawks come away victorious in the regional final series. There will be at least 2 games tomorrow at 7 o'clock right here at Tiger Field. For Brian, Frank, and Morgan, this is Texarkana Game Day Baseball. We'll see you tomorrow right here.